Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to see about document extraction AI skill. In this tutorial we will see that how can we upload the data set into this AI skill, how can we train the model, and once published how can we use this model in the process model as well. With the help of this AI skill, you can minimize the repetitive and manual data extraction and completely eliminate the need for any expensive or high maintenance OCR software as well. Now let's move to the tutorial part. First of all, you have to go to the designer here, and in this designer you have to go to new and you have to select the AI skill. Once you select the AI skill, it will give you two use cases. Do you want to classify the data or do you want to extract the data? In the classification you can see emails and documents. We have already seen about the email part, and here is the extraction part. So we are going to extract the documents, and here you have to give a name, and after giving a name just click on create here. Once you click on create, just save the security as it is, and after that it will open a new window for the AI skill here. So this is how the new window of the AI skill will look like. So here you can see that here it is saying what are the published models, and here is the unpublished models. And at the bottom you can see there is an action to create your first model. Just click on the first model here, and here you will be provided with two document layouts here. Basically how this AI skill works is that it can extract the data from a semi-structured and highly structured document as well. And here you can see the examples of what is a highly structured document. For example, a fixed layout is there, tax forms. For example, any country you will take it, let's say India. So in India, throughout the India, only one tax form is there, and every person uses that particular form only. So this is a kind of fixed layout. But here semi structure means that the different types of formats are available. For example, invoices are there. If you go to a supermarket, you will get a different kinds of invoice. Similarly, if you go to some other mall, there you can get a different kind of invoice. The data in that is similar, few things are common, but the layout are different. So that will come under the semi structured document layout. And here you have to upload the document. So this is the very important part, like what are the checklist I have to follow in order to upload a data set for the AI skill. First of all, you have to upload at least 25 files, and believe me, preparing these many data is really a tough job. And after that, all these documents need to be PDF, and all the documents are under 7 MB, and all documents are unique. This is very important, unique. If your documents are repetitive, then training of this model will fail here. So all the documents has to be unique here. So I have already prepared the data set, and this is the data. So here you can see here I have around 1 to 31. All these different invoices are present here. If you go in any invoice, you will see invoice like this one. So here you can see the invoice. This is the invoice number, this is the date here, this is the total for that particular invoice. Similarly, other invoices are also present here, and all these are completely different, means the layouts are a bit different here. So now let me just upload all the documents here. So here you can see now I have uploaded all the documents here, and all how much documents it is. Currently I have 31, so make sure you have 25. And here you can see all the checklist have been marked here. So 25 files we uploaded, that is done. All are PDF files, all are under 7 MB, and all are unique as well. So this is very important at this point of time, and after that you can just click on next here. Once you click on next, you will find that what are the different fields that you want to extract from the invoice. For example, the first field that I want to extract here is invoice number. So invoice number will be text. So basically here you have text, table, and checkbox data types here. And after that I will extract the date and the total amount. So these three fields I want to extract here. Click on next. Once you are done with the fields, you can click on next here. Now this is the very important part in the AI skill. Here you will find that at the top there is an instruction given. For example, it is telling you like what actually steps you have to do that. Whatever the fields that you have marked here, you have to mark those fields in the invoices as well, so that in the back end Appian will compare that value against the value that you have given. For example, you have to extract the invoice number. What you will do? So here you can see the complete is the invoice number. You don't have to select the invoice number, just select the value of that one. And once you have selected the value, Appian will give a pop-up that what value actually it is. You have to select the key for that value and select the key. Now I have selected the key value pair. It will go in the backend, and with the help of some ML models, machine learning models, it will extract those data, and it will learn that this is how we have to extract the values. And here in the date part as well, you have to go and select the values here. So this is the date, and finally we have a grand total. So here we have to select the grand total. That's it. And see how many documents we have to do. If you just click on next here, so you can see at the very first 3 by 3 it is showing that it is labeled, but all these values we have to label once again, so that AI skill can learn better like how you have to do that. And as of now 31 are there, but if you have more documents, it's better that you do for all of them as well. Now we have to complete the second one as well. See, second one is a different kind of invoice, but the data would be same. See, somewhere the invoice number is going to be present. This is the invoice number. Now this is the date for the invoice number, and this is the grand total for the invoice number. That's it. Click on next here. Let me just complete all the 31, and then we can continue on that. So now I have mapped all the 31 fields. Here you can see that all are labeled here. All the 31 documents as a data set that I have provided, everything has been marked. And now I can go on the review. That is the next option. Click on review here. Okay, so here you can see that all fields have at least 16 labels. You are ready to train your models here. All 31 are now modeled here. Click on save your changes. Save it, and then this train model option will get enabled here. Now click on the train model button. Once you click on train model, you can see that the training has been started here. Click on view model summary. Now the model summary has appeared here. Here you can see the published model, unpublished model, and here for the unpublished model, currently one training is in progress here, and it is of 31 documents. And it can take quite some time to train with the help of these 31 documents. If you have more data set, it can take more time as well. So we will just try to wait for this one, and once it is done, then we can proceed ahead to test the model, and after that use in the process as well. Now this is the status. Now once the training gets completed, what actually happens to this model? So basically when the training will get completed, this unpublished model will move to the published model here. Here you will get an option to publish the model there, and once you publish this, then it will appear in this particular section. So here we can see I have already published a model for us, and here you can see that the status is that it is published, 80% recall, and 31 documents are present here. Here you can see the different fields which have been extracted from this training here, and this is the summary field. By field here you can see like what is the recall, precision, and F1 score. So this is the different fields that we have extracted, and their metrics are shown here. And this is the by document as well. Like for each document you can see like how much accuracy this particular model is giving. That data is getting shown here. And now we have to see that how can we use this AI model in our process model to extract the actual documents, and how much time it is going to extract the documents even. So for that particular purpose, I have created an interface, extract invoice. So here you can see one file upload component is there, and one RI is there of document type here. And in this section, file upload document, you just have to provide some minimum value like value and save into, and one target folder you have to provide it. That's it. And now after that, using this form, we will create a process model to extract the document. So for that process model, we will go to new and create process model. So here you can see that we will just write here extract invoice and click on create and save the security changes. And now our process model has opened. We will try to add our form in the start node. Go to the process start form here, and here we will write the name of our UI, MA extract invoice. Click on yes, and here it will create two variables. Click on OK, and after that we will add an cancel button here. So this would be the cancel part, and so after that we have to add an AI skill there. So we will just add here doc extraction. So here you can see extract from document. This is the AI skill that you would require in order to use the model that you have configured here. And let's just configure the cancel here. First of all, go to decision and let's add a condition for of PV bank cancel. So if cancel is true, it will directly go to the end node, otherwise it will go to extract from documents here. And in this extract from document part, we will go and see how can we configure our model. So go to the setup tab here. Here you have to write the AI skill name. The AI skill name is MA invoices. That's it. In the data part we will go, and what is the document that we are going to upload here. So that document needs to come here. So this is the doc here. Just click on save and close. Confidence threshold is there. See, whenever you will upload the document, like one confidence threshold will be there, like how much confidence you need from the model. For example, I want 100% confidence. So when the model is 100% confident, it will try to give you the data. So as of now, this is just a small training set here, only 31 documents. So I will just keep the confidence threshold as 75 here. And now let's move to the output parts. In the output, the first parameter is doc extraction ID. So doc extraction ID, which will give us kind of UUID. Just click on OK. Extracted data, it is of any type. So click on plus here, and don't keep it text, keep it map value here, because it used to give the data in a map format. Click on OK, and confidence scores as well, we can just keep here map. Now confidence score as well, just keep it map here. Click on OK. That's it. And now we will try to publish our process model, and we will try to see that how can it extract the data. And now let's try to debug this process model. First of all, we need to upload a particular document here. So I will just upload any of the document that we have already given in the training data set here. So let's just try to upload it and click on submit here. Once you click on submit the model here, you will see that it is not yet completed. So basically how this AI extraction works is that it is not real time. It can take time based on the type of the document you have given and the number of fields you want to extract from this document here. So you can see it still it is not completed. If I go in the process notes part, it's already been 23 seconds. So you can say that you cannot even change, because the user will not get the response in the real time there. It is an asynchronous process. So after this one, we have to wait for this AI skill to get completed. So let's wait for that. And now the process has get completed here. So let's see that how much time it has taken. Go to the process details, go to the process notes, and here you can see extract from document. It has taken about 3 minutes and 45 seconds of time. So based on the document, it can take more time as well, and sometime it can take a bit less time as well here. Now whatever the data that has extracted, we will try to see that what data we have got from this extraction here. So go to the process details, go to the history part here, and here you can see confidence scores. So multiple confidence scores here. We can see that for invoice number 99, date 99, total 99. So basically whatever the training data that we have given, same data we have given for the real-time extraction as well. That is why it is that much confident for each value. And this is the extracted data. Here you can see that the data has come in the map here. Date is there, total is there, and invoice number is there. And what was the document? The document was 13 number document was there. But there is a problem here. How can we know that whatever the data that has been provided here, it is correct only? So basically the normal thing what any user will do, even we will do, is that we will open this 13 number document and we will try to reconcile the data with the help of that. So I've already opened the 13 number document. This is the 13 number document, and here let's try to reconcile the data once. AMX 2220047, and here as well you can see AMX 2220047, and even the total if you try to match is 78,700. These values are completely matching, and even the date field will match as well. So here is the invoice there, 12/8/2025 it has met. But in the real time, how reconciliation will work then? So here you can see that it is working fine. We can manually open the document, but when we have lots of document one by one, we cannot open it, right? So in order to resolve that issue, Appian has given a reconciliation smart service as well. So here you can see the reconciliation smart service. Basically it behaves just like a user input task only, where user can see the data side by side with the whatever the documents that was uploaded there. So here you can see this reconcile smart service. Now let's configure this one. Go to reconcile doc extraction here, go to the data here. Here it needs the doc extraction ID. We have the ID. What is the title of this form that you want? Let's say like invoice extraction form, we can give it here. Any submit button level you want to provide, you can provide it, or you can leave it as it is as well. It's not required. Now in the output, the reconcile data, if it is any type, just make it here map, and if submit is valid, that's completely fine. And now we have to assign it to a user as well. So assignment is going to be initiated. That is why I'm saying no, it is kind of user input task here. All these particular fields, you can see it comes under the user input task only, even forms, but form Appian will automatically give you. And now let's publish the model. You might say that because that's fine, you are using the same training set data only. What if I use some random invoice from the internet? How it will extract that data here? So for that particular purpose, I have downloaded a sample PDF from the internet here. So whatever the data set that we have used, it was all numbered from 1 to 31. This is completely different PDF here, and here you can see the format is completely different, and we will see that how can it extract this particular data here. So we will go in our process and let's try to debug the process. This time we also have to see about the reconcile part. Go to upload and let's submit. I have now uploaded that invoice here, and let's submit the value. Once you submit the data, then here you can see the doc extraction AI skill is in progress here. It will take some time, and after that we will also see how the reconcile part is working here. And now here you can see the extract document has get completed here. Let's see how much time it has taken. If you go in the process notes, you can see here it has taken about 2 minutes and 20 seconds of time. And after that, this reconciliation smart service has started here. Let's see that what this reconciliation smart service does here. How is the UI for that? So here you can see this is the UI for that. First of all, it is given some instructions here in a section layout that click on a field, then outline, just whatever we have done at the time of training the model, the same thing it is going to do here. So we can remove if we want it. See here, what is the invoice number? So by default 337 it has taken as the invoice number. Now let's move to the date part. So here you can see only 25/2016 it has taken. Why not January it has taken? Because in our training data January was not included. If we have included more invoices like where January is also there, then January would have taken. But whatever the data we have given, text value was not there enough, so that it has not read that data actually. So only 25/2016 is there. And next is the total part here. So what is the total? 93.50. It has extracted perfectly fine here. And here you can see mark as invalid. You can mark it, or you can just submit the data as well. So in this way, if you click on submit, this particular smart service will get completed and you will get the values here. So in the history tab, you can see that reconcile data, this was the extracted data, this is the reconcile data here. So in this way, this particular doc extraction smart service work. So in this tutorial, we have seen that how can we train a model as well, and once the model has been trained, how can we use that model in our process model as well. We have learned few limitations, that it will not give the data in the real time. It will be an asynchronous process, and after that we have also learned that there is a smart service to reconcile the data as well, so that manually we don't have to do that by comparing each document again and again. So I hope that this AI skill, document extraction, is clear to you, and you will be able to train the model on your own as well. So that was all for now, guys. Thank you.